Seattle Seahawks fans, that man right there was almost the hero of the game, especially after that 60-yard field goal. But the Seahawks made sure, no, it was a nice story. It was the story going into the game. It will not be the story leaving the game. Wild. I mean, 18-6. I don't even know what to say about that game. That's obviously not how many people anticipated that game going. Especially Seahawks fans, I'm sure. Um, the story of the game is more about the offense more than anything. Not able to really get going, but also really smart timeout usage at the end of the game. That's why you're able to win that game. That's why you're able to kick a 56-yard, which even though a 56-yard is no guarantee, and that looked like I was almost blocked. Like that game, I don't even know what to say, honestly. It was a weird game there. It was, like they said on the broadcast, it was like a AFC North type game. I mean, it was just this tough physical defensive battle. The Seahawks never really made any mistakes that really did them in badly. To be fair, neither did the Colts. That interception was obviously at the very end of the game, so really hard to put that really 100% on Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers definitely looked like he was an older guy playing quarterback, but snorts, he threw a touchdown. Sam Darnold didn't have a touchdown. You know, you can't go by just who threw touchdowns and who didn't, obviously. Um, I mean, Phillip Rivers' passer rating was probably also higher uh, if it wasn't for that interception. But, I mean, yeah, the field started opening up, obviously, in the second half. Jackson Smith and Jigbo was able to finally get free with some pretty big plays, get the ball in stride. Same thing with Rashid Shahed. Cooper Kupp making some big plays. I mean, this was definitely little by little by little. This was, let's just kick field goals. Let's just kick field goals. And this is a perfect example why sometimes it's okay to just kick field goals. Seriously. It's just, sometimes it's just what you do. Sometimes it's just how the game is going to unfold, right? But the bigger problem more than anything was honestly 2 for 13 on third down, right? That's how you found yourself in this situation more than anything. I mean, look out how equally matched this was for the most part. And we have to set the table here. Phillip Rivers, in his first game in like 5 years, he's like 44 years old, going on against Sam Darnold, who's been playing awesome. This offense has been awesome. This defense is elite. Colts defense is good, but it's not on the Seahawks level. Passing first downs, 8 for the Colts. Passing first downs for the Seahawks. 9 rushing first downs for the Colts. 5 rushing first downs for the Seahawks. 6-14 first downs for the Colts. 15 first downs for the Seahawks. Both not particularly great on third down, although a little bit better for the Colts. And, you know, total plays 59 to 58. Seahawks had 1 extra play. Obviously, more total yards and whatnot. So it's like, I'm not trying to argue here that this was necessarily like an equal offensive performance, but, you know, you kept them out of the red zone. And they only got to the red zone once, but the Seahawks only got to the red zone twice. They were 0 for 2 in the red zone, and the Colts were 1 for 1 in the red zone. So, you know, it's just not a game you felt like you thought you were going to see. And then I kept thinking, maybe this is going to be a game where it was kind of close at half, and then it just before you know it, you blink in the eye and you're like, oh my God, they're up 42 to whatever. You know, and you're just like, oh wow, 42 to 10. What did I just miss? Oh, touchdown and then a 3 and out and then another touchdown and then an interception. You're like, okay, I get it now. And that's why when there were some of these big chunk plays with Jackson Smith and Jigba, and then again, even, you know, some interesting plays with Cooper Kupp and whatnot, you're like, all right, this offense is now within rhythm. They're settled. They're going to get going, and they just have to keep settling for field goals, which, again, is fine. That's just the way these games unfold sometimes. But right now, the Rams, I mean, they should have won by the time I'm recording this video. So it's still a tough spot for the Seahawks because the Rams are going to win. So they're going to go up top now. That'll be 11-3, 11-3. Obviously play each other, but it's just it's a tough spot because you're obviously this great team. You're doing well, but then you're going to drop all the way down to the 5 seed, and you still even have the 49ers that will be kind of right behind you because they'll have 10 wins and they're playing the Falcons, which who knows? Kirk Cousins. Interesting. And then the Cardinals. Obviously the biggest game is that game right there. If you win that game, now you're in a serious contention for the 1 seed and the division at the very least. You lose that game, it's over for I guess for all intents and purposes, it'll be over. And so you're just really hoping, man, they just need to, the best chance was them losing against the Detroit Lions or against, I guess the Falcons. So that's a tough spot, but came away with the win. Now it's obviously on to the Rams. The Detroit Lions defense got torched. They were the receivers are just wide open or they're making insane catches. I mean, seriously, they're either wide open or they're making absolutely insane catches. So the defense is going to need to elevate big time. Big time. But Stafford had another interception, turn the ball over. Like, Stafford played well that game, and his box score is going to be through the roof. But, to me, that was all the weapons around. I mean, they were making unbelievable catches. He was making nice throws, right? He's obviously a great player. But I feel like these last couple of weeks or so, he hasn't been his sharpest, and he's been getting hit now a lot. He's been kind of getting beat up a little bit. And that's really the name of the game, is to try to just continue to wear him down. Wear him down. Wear him down. But that offense is legit. We just saw what the Detroit Lions offense was able to do against that defense. Seattle Seahawks need to be better. Can they be better? Can Sam Darnold exercise some demons against the Rams? We will find out. But 18-16, taking down the Indianapolis Colts, taking down Phillip Rivers in quite the nail-biter game. I mean, 60 then, a 57-yard. Smart timeout usage by the Seahawks. Shout out McDonald. Really smart. That's why you won this game. Just shows you what coaching can do, even in a weird, gritty game like this that isn't so cut and dry. So this is an organizational win. Even if it felt like, hey, we should have won this game more convincingly. Lots of teams lose random games like this, and the Seahawks didn't. And that is a testament to the culture and coaching more than just the players, honestly. Because the players have to be put in the positions, and that's why I think a Mike McDonald should get a ton of credit for a win like this. Because just the timeout usage alone, masterclass. Take note. Other coaches take note. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Seattle Seahawks spoiling Phillip Rivers' return winning in pretty epic fashion, as it can get for an 18-16 game where we're a young guy going up against an old man? Pretty exciting game, honestly, considering the score. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to snorts build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much.